Cool kids, we got mail to open. Oh yeah. Mail time. It's mail time. Renegade, what do you think of mail time? M-A-I-L. What do you think of that? Yeah? Time for the mail. Let's open some delicious items. Item opening. All right. We'll open up our first delicious letter. One of two. Nope, it don't fit. Alright, well that's too bad. Just a little too small. I'm trying to get this thing in a capsule. Yeah, remember these stupid Canadian capsules they gave me don't work. The fake whores. So I gotta get a real one. Alright, cool kids, this is out of the first package. Remember we had that St. Michael, the Archangel coin from Ukraine. Well, when I bid on that, I'd actually buy one now. Bought one, so. But it's a different type, so we got two different types. This one's a 2022. And this one's actually lower mintage than the other one. Even if slightly. So there you go. And I put it in a capsule because it was in this flip that was all busted up. Capsule's a little big, but you know, what are you gonna do? It'll be alright. Okay, let's open the next package. So here we should have some silver under melt. We'll see. And we have a turd, which, you know, is always fun. We like our turd. So here are the coins. They are in this. Now there is one numismatic piece in here that won't count towards our silver under melt because it wasn't purchased under melt. It's purchased way over melt, but who, you know, you don't care because it's not that kind of coin. All right, here we go. So first off, this gulden. It's a 10 gulden. It's all beat up. 1973 10 gulden. I have a whole roll of those, by the way. But that's fine. We don't care about that because we didn't buy it to look pretty. We bought it because it's silver. 720 silver, by the way. But this is the rare coin. It was mislabeled. So this is actually, you can tell by looking at it what it is. So right there, you see that? That's a 2 there and a half, 2.5 bets. But they have it as a half bets. And then they don't know the date. Well, it is 1826. They were right about that. It's from BERN, Switzerland. In the Cantons days. Not sure if I'm saying that right. But there's the date right there, 1826. 1826. Plain as day. So, no question about that. It's an 1826 coin. And what you can make out on it is worn. What we can make out on it is the 2.5. So we'll add that. 1826, no question marks needed. And there you go. BERN, 2.5 bots. And this cost, you know, more than it should have. But it's a cool coin. So, yay. And with just a little creativity, now we have a properly fashioned coin flip. Now, what's the SW on that? I'm glad you asked, guys. I'm glad you asked. Let's look it up real quick. I'm going to pause it while I do that. Here you guys can look at this gilder while I do that. Now, this gilder's worn. This thing got circulated or really toned. I'm not sure. I think it's more toned than anything. Yeah. But boy, it is rough. That is rough. But that's okay. The weight's going to be right on it. Yeah, it's not wear so much as just rough. So here we go. 1826. BERN. 2.5 bats. Botson. Yep. 2.5 Botson. Here's our coin. As you can see, it's clearly correct. That is our coin. That's our coin. Right? Right. And then the reverse. That's our coin. So what is it? Well, it's silver. That's all it says, silver. It doesn't give an exact. But it's got a scarcity index of 75. And generally speaking, they run a decent amount of money. I haven't seen one under $30, so they're pretty rare, pretty cool coin. But let's see what the if their percentage of silver. Usually NGC is good for that. All right, here's our coin. Yeah, same old. Yeah, they don't know how much silver. It could be pure. It could be. A lot of times it's like 86%. But anyway, there's the kind of prices of the coin. Pretty rare coin. Anyway, I got it for. Hold that thought. All right, this is what I paid for the items. $630 of it is shipping. We're going to divide that by the 3 lots. So that means we're going to add $210 to whatever I paid. So the gilder cost $14.50. We're going to add $210 to that. That's $16.60. So we're going to put that on here. $16.60 for the 10 gilder. And let's see what that was right now. All right, here's our coin. As you can see, the melt value is $19.06. So we have our first hunk of silver under melt at $16.60, and that is our coin. As you can see, and again, it's not wear on this coin; it's just schmutz. It's dirty. It was, it's even got luster still, but it's dirty. It's a dirty coin. Probably could use a soak in soapy water. Anyway, we got it under melt though, quite a bit under melt. $2 and some change under melt, and 4,500,000 made, so not rare at all. Well, we don't need it to be rare. Now this coin. I paid $17 even was the winning bid. Add $210, that's at $19.10. And like I told you, I haven't found one listed even on MA shops for less than $30. So we paid $17.10 for this coin. Now it's not in great shape, but that's okay. So put that in the pile. That'll go with my little school token from the 1700s. That's really cool. And that'll go with St. Michael, which was double melt. This was double melt. But, you know, what are you going to do? Then comes the really cool lot. I paid $168.60 with shipping for this lot. And what I got here is 13 big chunky. They look about half dollar size, but they're actually really chunky. And they're from Finland, and they're all the same coin. And that is the coin. 1,000 marks from 1960. And we're going to look that up real quick. And if I got flips for those, I'll put them in them. So, first of all, we got to figure out what we paid per coin. So, 168.60 divided by 13. Well, let's count the coins first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 and 5 is 13, just as I had stated. So, 168.60 divided by 13 comes to 12.97 a coin, rounding up. Let's see what the melt value is. Now these are 87% silver, just so you know, guys. That's like 87.5. This is a very odd percentage of silver on these coins. Yeah, I don't know what they were doing in 1960 in Finland, but that's okay. I like interesting silver percentages, but 1,000 marca. There we go. Now, typically these run, whatever. I'm not saying they run that. I'm just saying they could run that, right? But none of them cost $12.97, as you can see. But be that as it may, let's find out exactly what we got here melt-wise. So the melt value on this coin is $12.97, which is exactly what we paid. So we paid exactly melt for these 0.3938 coins. Now, I don't know what you think of that. With silver being up so high, it's probably not the best work, but it's right on the money, exactly at melt. And probably when I bought them, it was under. Well, I know it was under melt when I bought them, but silver's dropped a little bit. But that's okay. We're right at melt. Okay. Now the percentage of silver on these coins is 0.875. Isn't that weird? That's just odd. Finland, what are you doing to me? Mintage on these coins is 201,000, and I own 13 of them. So, yeah, put that in your pipe and smoke it. Okay? Yeah, I own 13 of 200,000. So I got my own block. I own a block. If it was a city, well, maybe half a block. I own half a block of a whole city of these coins. All right? Yeah. So what? Y'all got, you want to say something? Whoever owned this had a dog. Because there's a dog or cat hair all over these coins. And it's not one of mine. Alright, well there you go, guys. I'm going to put these in flips if I can, so let me pause that. Alright. Our weight is right. A little heavy, actually. Let me tar this. Weight is supposed to be 14 grams. We're a little heavy, but the diameter is right. And we're not super heavy, we're just a touch heavy. And it sounds like silver. Let's weigh another one. Yeah, so it looks like there's some variance. That, and now we're gonna ping it. I'm gonna ping it. I mean, it sounds like silver. I'm gonna get out the calipers, but the diameter is exactly the same, and it is really close to what it says because the flip I'm trying to put in is 31.5, and it's too big, slightly too big. So I'm gonna grab my calipers and I'm gonna account that I don't know how high the standards are at the mint, if they could be a little heavy, you know. So what I'm gonna do is I'll put my calipers to 30 millimeters. There we go, right at 30. And as you can see, we're right there. Looks like there's a little breathing room there. Not much though. We're good. It's like a half a millimeter difference. Not even that. Let's see how this one does. There we go. Now we're gonna do the width. Should be 2.1. And if this is way off, we'll start to worry. But I'd say we're right on the money on that. Yeah, I would say we're right on the money on the width. 2.1. So these coins are real. I'll ping it again. That's definitely silver. Interesting it weighs so much though. Like, I'm not used to coins being heavy, I'm used to being light. Let me try this again. Alright. And this isn't a coin you'd fake, is my main thing here. Okay, that says 13.95. Then this one weighs, it's heavy. Crazy town. You know what? I'm gonna chalk it up to Finnish craftsmanship. Alright, guys, find all the collectibles of your dreams while you're awake. If you can't find them, don't blame me. I'm trying to show them to you. That one's right on the money. Have an amazing day. Like, share, and subscribe, all that jive. And if you enjoyed the video, tell me why. If you hated it, tell me that too. And thank you so much for starting your day with me, cool kids. Ciao.